Alrighty. We are hot. And it's been a long time. I figured, what the hell? And we're looking at Intel. There's, first and foremost, there is zero volatility out there. So you are really forced right now to basically buy options. You can't really sell. You're not selling much unless special situations, that type of thing, where if you're really looking for, there's not really any earnings or anything like that. So needless to say that there's really nothing going on. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's take a look at Intel. So here's how we stack up as far as the charts are concerned. You can probably get rid of the profile here and look at this. And, you have some pretty good, I guess, resistance here. But, I mean, just if you put the profile up here, looks like we have a bit of room, though, that it could get up to about 38, even $40. I mean, there's a bit of a selling band there. Swing high from back in, let's see, 2022, over a year ago, is 40.67. Does it have, well, I don't know, it held up pretty good today. Seeing the market did not have a very good day, and it did hold up pretty well today. They do have earnings coming out when? September 23rd. Or no, what is it, October? Is it October? Yeah, it's October. So why isn't that on the calendar that far ahead? But anyway, let's take a look at the options on Intel. Like I said, zero volatility, like none. So it's almost impossible to really sell. I mean, you can't sell anything in here. Does it have some room to go higher? It may. I kind of like a calendar spread here in Intel. And the reason I would go with like maybe a short call calendar spread where you're selling the back month, buying the front month. I don't know if it'd go out to Jan. I'd probably do Dece Nove. 39. I'd probably do the 40. 39 for 70-cent credit. I kind of like that trade rather than I don't know. It's going to be tough to sell, though. So that's why I kind of like doing the calendar spread. Let's see if I did the 40 calendar spread. Here's your profitability band. So, you have a pretty good... That's what I need. You have a pretty good band in here. Again, you're not going to make a ton of money off of this. You're really not. Let's see if I flipped it around. But that's more of a bullish trade then. I think you'd be better off. No, not doing that. Nope. So let's go back to, and let's do a spread. Let's just do a put calendar. I'll probably be better. Just do a put calendar. Don't jake around. Probably do I'd probably go a little out of the money on this one. Let's see, 36. Probably do like a 35. I don't like to do out of the money, but in this case I will because, again, I'm not really looking for... I would do the 35 calendar spread. 35 calendar spread's not going to cost you nothing. $24. You'll definitely get... You'll... And I'd probably do a couple of these. Probably do a couple of them. Probably do like 3. Maybe 5. 4. I think 4 is a good spot. $100. I think you're going to have a good profitability band here. Again, you're not going to make a ton of money on this. It's very hard to calculate. It's hard to calculate any of this analysis on here. So, yeah, calendar spread on Intel. Calendar spread on Intel. Put calendar. The 35, right? A little out of the money. In fact, you know what? Probably be even better is maybe to do that. Do this spread and then, back these out. That's probably a better trade. That's probably a better trade for the $100 is to do the 35-34 put calendar. You could do it for 57 cents. I do it a couple times. Either one. I think either one, either the 35 or 34. You have a little more flexibility in the 35 calendar than you do the diagonal. But, hey, either way, it's still a cheap trade and you can get short. You pretty much... you'll get blown out of the water if it does go higher. I think it kind of tops itself off here at around $40. I don't know if it's got much more gas in it. The stock's gotten beat to hell for the longest amount of time. I don't really know the fundamentals on it, like PE and all that business. I don't really follow it anymore because it's been on my shit list for so long. I don't see, there is no PE in here. Is there for these on there? In Trading View, everybody uses Trading View now. So anyway, that's one that's, to me, that's kind of like, and it does have some room to run. And if you're gonna, look, if you're gonna trade this and you're gonna look to run, I would not do options in this. You can. You get a volatility expansion in this if you buy some calls, and you'll get wrecked. You'll get wrecked because they'll suck the premium out of those calls so pretty quick. I would just buy the stock if you want it. If you're looking for this thing to pop up, I think you have a little bit of room. I think you can actually ride this. I think it probably blows its head off. And around this spot, about $38 right here. Right around here in this red band. You can see this red band right here. Right there. It's from about 40. It's from about, I should have this the other way. This way. The arrow going down. Yeah, be all fancy. Yeah, I can paint charts. Just like that. Just like that. Look at that. Look at that birdie. This is what the jackass, this is what the wonks do all day. Sit there and paint charts. But here's like, to me, a pretty good area that, if you're going to ride it up to here, another $1.50, $2 or so. And then I think it kind of kills itself at that point. So, but longer term, I think you could actually definitely buy some puts on here. And it probably, I don't know. This is pretty impressive buying band in here. I mean, this is impressive, man. For freaking Intel, the biggest dog shit stock on the planet. This thing is a piece of dog shit. Am I allowed to say that? But look at this. This is a big, huge. This whole bar is solidly green. As far as this is Delta. right? So this is solidly green. So there's some serious buyers out there. I don't know. They're eventually going to probably get tired though. So anyway, Intel, a couple of trades, either calendar, the put calendar or the put diagonal. I think either one is a good play here, especially as this market kind of weakens out. There's a couple others here, like CRM is another one that really continues to do well. Had a pretty good day today. It's really come back from the doldrums. I mean, this stock really got the shit kicked out of it. And it's back up over $100 from where it was. There's a good chance it's probably going to hold in here. From my perspective, it's got some pretty damn good support at around $200. This is probably if you're one of these pattern dicks, this is a bull flag right here, right? Isn't that a bull flag? Look at that. That is like a classic bull flag. Yeah. It's a classic bull flag. Absolutely, it's a classic bull flag. It's a bullshit. It's a classic bullshit is what it is. That is a classic bull flag, though. But I have a hard time I have a real hard time swallowing anything going along right now, especially with this market as weak as it is. I mean, there's just not a lot of room for me to just go and get long. Even with this sell-off that we've had, it really, to me, it's not really thick and hard enough. We really need to get in here and really smash some of these stocks down. Like you need to see the likes of like an Nvidia. You really need this thing this thing really needs to get the shit beat out of it. It really does. It needs to take it needs a whooping bad. Let's just get rid of that profile on here. This is just ludicrous. Ooh. This is ludicrous, man. This is insane. This really is. I mean, this has just been a straight line since they announced AI. Yeah, right. AI is the new. I have a web page from the late 1990s. The pandemic pushes for supply chain and all that. So it's all the same bullshit. It's eventually going to blow its brains out. When it does, unfortunately, it's probably not going to be good. Seeing the fact that, look, to me, this thing has enormous gravity down to here, which is about looks like 360. And why am I picking that spot? Look at that hole in there. Look at this volume hole in here. So, as long as it holds up above 388, we'll just change this to this color. But as long as it holds above 388, I think it's probably fine. Look, it's at 469. But this stock can take a dump fast. This is one of those stocks where you could wake up in the morning and by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, one morning, it could be down $60, $70. Easily. And everything's so pent up on this AI. I don't think it's going to take a lot of momentum or a lot of selling pressure to turn this around and rip this apart. Now, if it does get back down here at this 388 level, I have to say, I'm probably going to be all over it. I'll definitely look to get long there. But the problem with NVIDIA is, like with everything, there is no volatility. So what do you do? You can't do anything, man. There's nothing you can do right now. There really isn't. I'm just going down the list here of all what I claim is big tech, not me. This is just my list of big tech. Mongo here is another one where if this has a moment, all these big tech stocks all seem to have that same pattern here, other than Tesla, but most of them all have this like big hole area where, like here in Amazon's case, is a good chance that if this could get some momentum, this could actually literally blow through here and have more upside because you have lack of volume here. So if it can get some momentum and get up there, but most of them have that hole in there where if it goes through, it could be, over. But who knows? That's it. I just wanted to turn this on. I haven't been on in a long time. And I started trading again, so I figured, what the hell. Here's my new setup for my charts. I got a new profile set up here for my futures. So if anybody's interested, just let me know. More than happy to go over it one day with everybody on what the setup is. What indicators I'm using. I'm only using 3. I don't use a ton of indicators. All volume profile stuff. That's pretty much my wheelhouse. I don't really dick around with RSI and all that other crap, as many of you know. And that is it. So hopefully I'm back. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just sign off and not come back.